Ave Maria, gratia plena, Dominus tecum, Virgo
Salve Maria, welcome back to one more program of the series where we are discussing and talking and eventually sharing points about the best way to live. And it's a big topic, but thanks be to the saints and to the theologians, to the wisdom of the church, there are foundational points that can help us to somehow be guided in this arduous task, which is to choose the best way to live. And this is not easy. Of course, if it were easy, there would not be people in purgatory, there wouldn't be people in hell, and probably heaven would be much more populated than what it is. But yet, it is very important that no matter our age, no matter our time on this earth, no matter our perspectives, no matter our past failures, we should be able still at any time, at any moment, to be able to start this path and to make sure that we do not get lost in the process. So the first path, the first foundation, we dealt with two programs ago, was the best version of yourself. Then the second, the path of virtue. I'm going to talk about the third one because it's about choices. The average human being here on earth makes 4,000 choices a day. And that encompasses everything from what we wear, to what we're going to eat, to what time we wake up, to 4,000. Yet, most of choices require one thing. And this is the third foundation and the last one, which is self-control. Self-control is one of the basics to be able to be a free person. Because imagine a person who doesn't have control about drinking, the person becomes a slave to drinking. A person who doesn't have control on his or her temper is a slave of his or her temper. A person who doesn't have control on how to start a job or an obligation or whatever, that person is a slave of procrastination. A person who never manages to get control about working hard and to the point and being organized and on task, that person is a slave and a slave to laziness. So you see, all these points that are not virtues, all these difficult items that sometimes have the upper hand on us, we got to be very, very careful. We have to be very careful because in no time they will enslave us. And being a slave of those is the worst kind of dictatorship to be under. Because we are not free anymore. I want to wake up early in the morning to take advantage of the day. But one is so lazy, it doesn't want to wake up. So one is a slave. But I want to be free. Economically speaking, good. But you don't have the restraint to hold back on your credit card expenses. I want to be a good person. I want to go to Mass every Sunday. But on Sunday morning, you don't do anything to go to Mass. I'm not saying now that we are all confined, or maybe yes, because now probably the Mass is at your living room every day. And are you one of those that just simply says, oh no, you know what, I have something else to do at that moment. Once a week, Mass is fine. Are you one of those? So you wanted to attend Mass every day, but then a temptation came and pushed you away. And so easily that you see how we can become slaves of our lack of perseverance. It's very interesting. So self-control and freedom go hand to hand. And I promised from the very beginning that this program should be something that would be very, very practical. We can't just be in the, which is good, of course, I'm not saying no, but we just cannot remain on the theological points of view that don't have any connection with realities. So if we are going to have devotion to Our Lady, if we are going to get heavily engaged on Marian reflections, we have to look at our life and we have to take it apart. Our life probably has many points to be tightened up with an army of screwdrivers. So we need to get better at many things. What's the best way to start? Well, pick up one virtue, pick up an area where you feel you are not doing well and attack it. And somebody will say, oh, how can I start waking up early? Wake up early. Oh, how can I start going to attending Mass more often? Attend Mass often. Oh, how am I going to start to pray my rosary? Pick up the rosary and go. There is no hack. There is no shortcut. It is what we have to do. But this is not just a glorification of will. By ourselves, this is going to be another failure for sure. This our new aims at becoming better is going to be another failure if we do not count on Our Lady by our side. So that's why it's so important to have Our Lady, to have devotion to Our Lady, to grow every single second in more devotion to her. That's why it's so important. Why? Because by ourselves we can do nothing. But with Our Lady, which means Jesus, both on our side, we can go and actually get to places. So the best way to do these things is not trusting ourselves, but rather to do everything we can and to ask for Our Lady's intercession when it comes to gain the strength to do all these things. But at the same time, please, no prisoners, no mercy with ourselves. Because if we have mercy, if we start procrastinating, if we start just to have self-pity, or if we just say, I'm such a sinner, I'm a bad person, and this and that, we're not going to go anywhere. So, zero mercy with ourselves. 100% trust in Our Lady. And then we're going to see big, huge transformations. The next program, we're going to talk about choices in a deeper way. But for now, I think I have annoyed you or I have bothered you already too much. So it's better to leave you with some more homework to do. So let's examine those areas where you need restraint. Those areas where you and I need self-control. Could be our tongue, could be our expectations about others, could be our judging, could be our imposing our will, could be what time we wake up, what time we do our prayers. I don't know. There are so many things, so many ways, and each person is different. So this homework is for each and every one of you and I to do. So find where are the areas where you have to acquire self-control. And with this, let's ask Our Lady that she inspires you to be sincere, to be obedient to her voice, and to be orderly enough, to be organized, to pick up the soul in our hands and move it where it should be. For now, I'll let you go. Keep us in your prayers. And again, I hope to see you soon. Salve Maria.